So this is Yoke rack walk interval training. Now I've got 655 pounds on the bar. This is a Mars bar, which is essentially a safety squat bar. Now what I'm doing here is walking forwards and then stepping backwards inside the rack. So the bar is basically just a few inches over top of the rail, so if I ever needed to set it down, I could set it down immediately. Now this is fantastic training for long distance loaded carry training, and specifically I'm training for the Inman mile, which is carrying 1.5 times my body weight for 1 mile non-stop. So what I'm doing here is with, like I said, 655 pounds on the bar, I'm stepping forward and stepping backwards inside the rack for 1 minute, and then setting the bar down and then fully resting for 1 minute. So this weight, even though it is a lot, is basically very doable for me. So I'm doing kind of like moderate intensity interval training by doing this, and this is training for basically holding that weight on my back for long periods of time. And this is 21 1-minute intervals with 1 minute rest in between. So overall 21 minutes of loading with 655 pounds on my back as I'm doing this kind of training. Now this is not something you start with, this is something you work up to, but it's very doable. I would suggest starting with maybe around approximately your 1 rep max squat, just to kind of get an idea of how this feels if you do want to give it a try. It's overall fantastic exercise for training your connective tissue, training your nervous system strength, and training your basically entire body for being strong and stable under load as you're moving.